U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis.
Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it.
And his first look is incomplete.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson. Well, this is taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Levis now off of play action.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Now 3rd down and very long. Now Levis.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Wilson.
That's caught downfield by Addison. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll run again with Richardson. And shedding through the tackle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Third and 2. Now it's Richardson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one.
And the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now Wilson on second down. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 22. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Completes this to Addison out left. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Levis to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally stop him as he's down the 40-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
But they lack in pass defense. They do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Here's Richardson to start the drive. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Gets this complete to Shaheed. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, Levis. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Trey McBride, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Complete to Addison on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Wilson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Vikings at 3-9 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 53 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive kind of needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Play action now. Levis.
Complete. Richardson has it.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators,
that's caught at the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards. Now Wilson on 1st down.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd and 10. Here's Levis.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Dean Lowry. It'll go as
has a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Richardson, a strong run. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 3. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a throw here to his running back. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Levis back to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And Levis going back to the air. That is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. The 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action with Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage, 29 yards. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Nwangu now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he gets this all the way down to the 20. What a return. Almost broke it for 6.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Levis now off of play action. He completes it to Tompkins. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 4. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Now Wilson. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Wilson's throw pulled in by Jefferson. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And Wilson wants a different look. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So fourth down coming. We still haven't seen a punt yet. At least here, they're in a reasonable spot to go for it.
This I can understand. Some of the others, not so much.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Levis. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Trey McBride in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Breaks through the contact. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go, set.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. A little juke. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Levis to throw off play action. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Off the play fake, Levis. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dean Lowry picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in the...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Off to the races. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If you
combined last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Levis on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Trey McBride. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. To throw is Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Meanwhile, Wilson's and the throw here caught by Addison. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Wilson will throw again. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Play action now. Levis. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Well, let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Levis, who's going to audible to something else. On the ground, here's Richardson again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 70 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Levis now on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They run with Richardson. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 13. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seven yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Levis sets up to throw here. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin from 4 yards out. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line. Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Well, he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And they're going to speed things up here. White. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On second down now, it's Richardson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Levis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Levis now off of play action. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And that, boy, a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now Wilson on first down. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And Wilson going to run it on the draw.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Zach Wilson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Levis looking to throw. And he is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Richardson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Levis will try to throw for the 2. Buying time to his... And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, some strong running. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Wilson. Finds White.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout
As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They go play action now. Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. That one looks like he'll throw here. A short one here, caught by McBride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the